Now, international news. Russia-Ukraine war has stepped into third year, with Ukraine suffering severe casualties in civilian and military side. Russia launched a full-scale attack on Ukraine, terming it Special Military Operation on 24th of February in 2022. The United Nations Human Rights Monitoring Mission in Ukraine has verified more than 30,000 civilian casualties, comprising more than 10,000 killed and around 20,000 injured, with the actual numbers likely to be significantly higher. Prabir has the details.
The war between these two countries of the former Soviet Union didn't begin in February of 2024. Rather, it began in February of 2014 with Russia's annexation of Crimea, a Ukrainian peninsula with a predominantly ethnic Russian population, and the city of Sevastopol. Russia also became annoyed when Ukraine wanted to join NATO, a military alliance established in 1949 by the United States, Canada, France, the United Kingdom, and 8 other European countries. Between October and November of 2021, Russia began a massive buildup of troops and military equipment along its border with Ukraine, demanding Ukraine never be admitted to NATO. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky cautioned about an imminent war on 28th of January in 2022.
Войска, почти 200 тысяч солдат, тысячи боевых машин. Ваше руководство одобрило их шаг вперед на территорию другой страны. И этот шаг...
The US was ready to deploy thousands of troops and also asked the UK and other NATO allies to deploy hundreds of soldiers to Eastern Europe. Russia's special military operation began in the eastern Ukrainian territory of Donbass following Putin's recognition of the breakaway Ukrainian regions of Donetsk and Luhansk as independent states.
Это решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
Zelensky declared martial law in Ukraine, officially breaking diplomatic ties with Russia. After months of Russian encroachment, Ukrainian forces pushed the Russian military back, reclaiming over 1,000 square miles. In response, the Russians attacked Ukrainian infrastructure, leaving many without power and water. Russia annexed 4 regions of Ukraine: Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson, and Zaporizhia, followed by sanctions on more than 1,000 Russian people and companies by the US and its allies. The Kerch Strait bridge connecting Russia to Crimea was partially disabled following an explosion on 8th of October in 2022, which Russian officials called a terrorist attack and blamed Ukraine, though Ukraine did not claim any responsibility for the incident. In January of 2023, the US and Germany declared to send advanced battle tanks to aid Ukraine in its defense against Russian forces. The Wagner Group, a Russian state-funded private military company, played a significant role in the war, recruiting Russian prison inmates for frontline combat. It was controlled by Yevgeny Prigozhin, a former close ally of Russia's President Vladimir Putin, who died in a plane crash on 23rd of August in 2023, following an apparent coup attempt. Russia-Ukraine war had significantly affected the global agricultural supply and trade in the short to medium term, directly disrupting physical, logistical, and market dynamics in the Black Sea region. Millions of people are displaced and thousands lost their homes, while a number of soldiers were killed and injured on both the sides due to the conflict between Moscow and Kyiv. The war continues through Russian offensives and Ukrainian counteroffensives, but it is still unknown when it will cease to end the sufferings and miseries of the millions of people who are know-how involved in it. Prabir, Bangladesh Television, Chattogram.